Alright guys, here we are, September 21st. We're down here in that Wolverine plot. We're trying to finish things up. We're way behind like usual. We just got that Redneck set up last night. So we've got that set where we want it, and we're gonna put a rubbing post scrape right here about 20 yards from the blind. So one of the things I'm gonna do this year is I'm gonna run an experiment with these scrapes. There's a lot of debate about what's better as far as a licking branch. A lot of guys like a vine, or even they'll hang a rope. That seems to work well. I use an oak limb quite a bit. That seems to work well. And I'm even going to try a cedar. I see quite a few scrapes underneath cedar trees. So, you know, it's not good enough for me just to know or think I know what they're going to do. I want to get some data on this. So we're going to keep track of every buck that comes in and see which licking branch he goes to, and see if we can get a bead on what they prefer. The one nice thing about like a vine is you can hang that lower and all the deer can use that, you know, all the way down to the fawns. On the oak limbs, any kind of a horizontal limb I've seen, if you get that limb too low, they just don't like to hit it like they normally would. If it comes out and hangs down, those seem to be the best ones that they use the most. I like them about 5.5 feet or so, but anything much lower than that, you get them down 4 feet, they just don't use them worth a darn. So let's get a couple of these set up. I haven't perfected this vine strategy yet, so I'll show you what we got going here. Still dry as a bone. You guys that have seen my stuff, you know how much I like to use scrapes for building my inventory. I've been doing that since probably the late 90s or maybe early 90s. Been doing mock scrapes, and just a heck of a way to take inventory. I didn't start doing these rubbing posts until about early 2000s, maybe 2003, 2004, somewhere in there. So right here is a grapevine. This is the vine you want to use, and the way you can tell these is it's got bark. It looks like you can just peel strings of it off. That seems to be the most common vine, so, or the most used vine. If you see these hanging loose in the timber, they almost always have a scrape under them. I'll be interested to see how this works. Doggone it. Post hole diggers still fit my hands. I hate when that happens. What I've figured out about that Wolverine buck is he likes to bed on the top side of this draw quite often. He'll walk out down the west side of that draw out into this clover. I've seen him do that several times. Matter of fact, I've jumped him out of that bed a time or two. So this year I mowed a path up through there. We'll see if he takes a liking to it. Just keeps walking out right there. That's only going to be about a 20-25 yard shot from the blind if he does. That's the plan. The important part is we got to make sure our branches face the blind. We got 3 of them in this case, so that'll be about right there. When I was using the landscaping timbers, I'd have a lot of deer would either push them over or they'd be leaning really bad. So that's why I started to concrete them. That way you know they're not going anywhere. Alright guys, like I said, I'm still kind of perfecting this, not even perfecting, just figuring it out. I've never set up a vine scrape like this, so. Yeah, that's the steepest angle. I think we'll use this one. About waist high, I think is what we're shooting for on those. They shouldn't be able to pull too hard on that with just being a straight vine like that. Otherwise I could see them breaking that. Let's see about putting one more screw in that actually. Another thing we'll have to watch is what direction the deer comes from. Because if they come from this direction, there's 2 licking branches before they get to the vine, so Have to take that into account too. If they walk past those two and go to the vine, that's a lot more convincing than if they come from that side. That's better. Alright, so now let's go get an oak branch. Like I said, I like the type that kind of swoop over and then hang down, if you can find them. And then also look for a cedar branch here. But it's already got the scent on it. They've got a scrape right there. Yeah, that'll actually work out pretty nice how that tips down like that. Like I said, I want to rotate that so the limbs are coming down like I was saying. Probably about like this. Then you can always take and break some of these so they're hanging down too, if you want. Ideally you do this like back in July or August. Here it is September 21st, which is, sometimes it takes them just a little while to get acclimated to these and start using them good, but this one being out in a wide open food source like this, I bet they'll take right to it. Ended up using this one instead of this one because I thought this one would probably break because it lies right there where you're going to put a screw in it. When they get working at it, they'd probably break that one off. Always was a big fan of woodworking in school. See if that does it. Come on. It may look like a crazy contraption. It's a little redneckish, but we've got to experiment and see what happens here. I think the oak's going to win out. What do you guys think? I think the cedar might get ripped off there actually. I'll put one more screw in it maybe. But I do like how it curls down, so it might do alright. We got like 5 more of these to do, so we're going to go get to work and we'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks for joining us again. Bye-bye now.